Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Farm Sim 25, and welcome back to our Calmlands Survival Challenge, where we started from scratch and have built up quite a lot. In the meantime, we got our gigantic cattle pasture over there, our dairy farm. We have over here, we've got our farm taking shape up here. I mean, it's been crazy, and to think we started all of this with just this house and this little garden, and we've managed to build up what you guys have seen. It's fun. That's what I love about this game. But we got work to do, so let's get this thing started. We're gonna grab our mower and get this thing mowing. Because we got to do all of our mowing. We've got to collect it all. We've got to go over and harvest our wheat field. So we got to work it out for us today. This will be AI. And we will set this to 47 meters. Perfect. And hit the button. All right. And while they're working on that, we're going to come over here. We're going to work on this. Dude, it's instantaneously messed up. All right. Let's try that again, shall we? We had the audio bug again, where as soon as we jump in and get ready to start working, the audio kicks off and just screws up. So hopefully we can get beyond that now. There we go. And we're off to the races. This big old wheat field, man. I'm so happy because we should have basically doubled our wheat for the year. Not that we needed to, but it is going to allow us to earn that much more money. All the straw goes into the silo, all the wheat gets held for sale. Why are we not straw swapping? I hate that it resets it every time. It's alright though. We lose a little bit of straw. Not that big a deal in the grand scheme of things. We've got a massive field. just something calming about driving the old Harvester. I don't know what it is. Everything's working beautifully. Now we did change it up. Last time we did a multiple headlands pass. We're not going to do that this time. We're just going to go with one headlands.
That old machine been coughing dust, stealing sound and breaking trust. She rattles loud, but when I climb inside, the audio drops like she's trying to hide. She's a rust bucket queen with a temper mean, won't even speak when I start that scream. Cut my wheat in stubborn style, but every run feels like a trial. The wheat is gold, the sun beats down, just me and her, no working sound. Got fields to reap, no time to stall. One last ride before I trade it all. Goodbye, rattling rig, you served me long, but your silent blues done wrote this song. After this field, I'm cashing out. Colossus is coming, hear me shout. Header shaking, wheels all bent, she's holding on by pure lament. But wheat's worth money and I need the dough. Gonna trade her in for the engine blows. $3.75, that's a price of peas. Ain't cheap, but maybe now the dropout cease. That Colossus shines like a farmer's dream. No more hissing, no ghostly scream. So farewell, rattling rig, your history now. You shook my bones, you made me growl. Now it's smooth cutting with style and might, harvesting wheat in clear daylight.
Alright, sorry about that, guys. I have had the hardest time trying to get this episode recorded because every single time I switch between the vehicles, between my mower and this, because I have to start the new field or whatever, every time the sound has cut out. And it is driving me bonkers. So I think like, I don't think it's the harvester itself, but I think there's something going on. Like, whatever it is, ever since the Plains and Prairies DLC dropped, the update for that, it's just been a mess. Every single time I try to like to switch between doing my harvester and my mower, every single time I run into a situation where the audio cuts out, and I don't know why, but it's driving me crazy. But we did get it done. We're gonna go ahead and offload our wheat into our silo. Well, at least we would. There we go. It's our biggest wheat harvest yet, so good news there. We're going to be getting over, what was it, 130,000 liters per harvest now? But I think this year's money from the harvests are going to go towards buy the Lizard Colossus harvester. I think it's time we upgrade our little harvester here. Because we're starting to get into field sizes that it's going to take a while. Whoops. Let me fold this up. It's going to take a while. Even with our giant header that we have, it's taken a while. So I wanna start working on expanding our capabilities there. But we're going to have to jump in the Fent, grab our pickup trailer. We'll run through the field real quick, pick up all of our grass, and then we will get it all fertilized and ready for us to go forward replanting our wheat field in September and harvesting our soybeans in October. Now, so far, the only time I've had any issues with the sound cutting out is when I'm switching into the harvester. It's every single time. Like, it used to be, I'd leave, come back, and then I could usually get the harvesting done and be good. But I don't know, man. Every single time today, it's just been the audio cutting out. But we'll go ahead and park our mower. Get the worker working on getting all of the fields fertilized. All right, that is all of our fertilizing done. Now we can get this party started going forward. Now I do want to check on my cattle, make sure that they've got everything they need. So we'll do that before we move forward. Alright, let's go ahead and do that real quick. So if we look at our cattle, we currently have plenty of straw. We are making a lot of milk. We already have 11,500 liters of milk. We've got plenty of TMR, so we're good. Shouldn't have to worry about them. And they are already ready, or starting to reproduce as well, so happy with that. We're going to be getting some new calves pretty soon. All good things. Chickens should be good as well. No, I fed them right before we started the recording. Yep. So I think we're good there. Let's go ahead and go forward. And we're going to go all the way to October, I believe. Or sorry, September. Because that's when we got to plant our wheat again, I believe. Let's check. Make sure I don't get this wrong. So yeah, wheat does plant in September. It can plant in October as well. It can plant in October, but we're going to plant in September. That way we harvest at the same time we cut grass. That way we're not going to stop multiple times. Trying to be as efficient as possible. Okay. Anything in the store? I mean, we got some new planters and stuff. This is the big planter. Or sorry, that's a disc harrow. I thought that was a planter. Alright. Oh, we're good. Let's just keep it rolling. Let's double check our... Before we do anything, let's check our productions real quick. We should be good, but I just want to check. So we have 5.1 million liters of grass in the new silo that is creating silage. And it is selling it off. And then this one is turning grass into silage as well because we've already filled up our TMR and our hay. So it should just be producing... We can actually turn that off altogether. That way it's just making silage and selling it off. So we should be good there. And we got plenty of water, seeds, and fertilizer to keep everything rolling. And then eggs-wise, I think we're good as well. So let's just keep it going. All right. $262,000 in the bank. Anything new in here? I mean, yes, but nothing that we need. Fair enough. Alright, well, let's keep it going. It's officially September. It's got to plant our wheat field. So let's take care of our eggs real quick. There we go. Sometimes it takes a second. I think the chicken should have plenty of feed. Yeah, they got plenty. Everything else should be going fine. So we're going to jump in the fence. We're going to grab our planter. We're going to plant our wheat field. Now we'll probably need to fill up the planter with seeds and fertilizer before we start. What's going on here? Sometimes this gets like flipped around for some reason. There's that little bar that we use to grab it. See if we can't nudge it. Huh. That's kind of annoying. Almost got through the entire thing without flipping over. But we are officially done. That's all of our wheat planted. Ready to go for next year. Now, I am going to go ahead and start disconnecting the little whatchamacallit. Just because I don't want to have to reset it again. I don't know why sometimes it decides, like it, most of the time it's perfectly fine, but sometimes it just gets a little wonky and doesn't want to work. So, we will go ahead and disconnect the planter, and then we will disconnect this. Nope. Right in front of it. There we go. Shut her down. Alright, so we should be good. Let's go ahead and save. Should be good to go forward until next month. And I'm hoping that we got enough money in the bank next month that we can buy a new harvester. Because this harvester's got to go. It's been a great harvester for us, but yeah, I think it's long past its due date to get replaced. So let's go ahead and go forward a month. And we will be replacing the header as well. We're going to go with the unrealistic header. Because again, we are going to be starting to get into having absolutely ridiculous amounts of field. And it's just going to take longer and longer to get stuff done if we don't. But let's go ahead and jump into our case tractor. We'll feed our chickens. And we'll check on our cattle. Check on our eggs too while we're at it. Usually one pallet that doesn't get sold off. It's just this far corner for whatever reason. There we go. That's done. I don't know why that did that. But that's done. Let's check on our cattle. Make sure they got plenty of food. They have 37,000 liters of food left. So we're good there. It is officially October, which means we've got to get our mowing underway again. So we're going to start that. Set this to 47 meters. Let the AI take over. Alright, and while they're doing that, we're going to jump into this sucker right here. Look and see if we got anything. Got a sugar beet harvester, but that's not going to do us any good. So we're going to take this harvester up to the top of the map. We're going to repair, repaint, and sell off the header and the harvester. And we will be buying a brand new harvester and header. We will be getting the Lizard Colossus harvester and header. Now, I do plan on doing another series on Farm Sim. This one, I don't know how much longer we're going to do this one. I do want to finish that all, making that one giant field that we talked about. I may not go into beef cattle. I was thinking about doing it, but I mean, we're going to have the dairy farm going pretty hardcore over there while we keep expanding our massive soybean field up the side of this hill. And then again, I do want to finish off this field as well, inside this natural boundary of all the roads. But I think once we do all that, I think once we get our soybean field created, our giant soybean field, which will also be corn as well, but once we get that and then we get this grass field right here finished, I think from there it's pretty much done. I think we've completed the series. So I'm pretty happy with how much progress we've made. But I think in the next series, I kind of want to stick to a smaller scale farm, and do a little bit of a progression from like small equipment up, maybe, and not use too much like crazy modded equipment. Let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in watching. So we would, in which case we wouldn't be using our like lizard harvesters and stuff like that. We would be using actual base game harvesters or modded harvesters that aren't, unrealistic. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking about doing. But they've got several maps out there. I'm not sure which one I would do next. There hasn't been a new release of a map that I'm aware of that's like New Frontier and this one. So I think the next map that we do will be more of a normal map where everything's already laid out. We would just buy fields and stuff as we progress. But let me know what you guys think. If you guys are interested in seeing me do something like that, smaller scale farming. But let's get this thing over here, get it repaired, repainted, and sold off, and we should have enough money in the bank afterwards to get a new harvester. Otherwise, I'm going to look like an idiot. All right, that gives us $417,000 in the bank. And we are going to go ahead and look at harvesters, and we are going to buy a brand new Lizard Colossus harvester, which should be this big old sucker right here. $309,000 for the harvester itself, at least to start with. We are going to go ahead and grab okay, that's 2.5 million liters that it can hold, which is fine. Go ahead and grab that. In terms of the engine, we don't need 3,000 horsepower. I forgot that's a thing. Let's go with 900 horsepower is probably fine. I don't need to go too crazy there. Wheels are... I don't like the white lettered wheels. Let's go with just like some standard wheels. We can set this thing up to have tracks if we want. But I think I like the twin wheels better. So we're going to go with that. As far as design goes, that's fine. We'll go with the US design. Blinking beacons is fine. Exhaust. I don't know where that is. We will use the long pipe, even though it's not really needed, because we will be having a big header on this thing. But I think we're good from there. I like this color scheme. So $311,000 on the new harvester. And now we got to buy the header too. And hopefully we have enough money for that. So let's go into here. We've got the Titan Unrealistic header. We will go ahead and get the biggest working width. Again, US. I'm not going to worry about the crop guides. Standard, Yes, everything should be good. Perfect. Buy it. So, yep, we made the right choice. We were able to have enough money in the bank after getting our stuff. Look at this big freaking harvester, man. We're in the big time now, y'all. We are in the big time. Well, let's get this thing hooked up to the header trailer. We'll head down to our field and harvest our soybeans. Shouldn't take very long. But this winter we will be expanding our field. Remember, we do have the new field, or the new land that we bought this year. So we'll be expanding our field on the soybeans again. I really like the interior of this thing, man. Looks so good. And it's so quiet. See the AI worker still doing its thing. Alright. Just drop that. Unfold the harvester. Hook up to the header. As you can see, it's going to cut down our harvesting time substantially. Not only because of the extra working width, but because it's so much quicker. We're able to harvest at 29 miles an hour too. We got the speed wobbles going on. Alright. AI just finished their fields, so let's get them moved over to the next one. Perfect. All right. Well, I think that pretty much settles that. We're going to definitely enjoy this. But we'll go ahead and put our trailer back out. Drop that down. Did miss a little spot there, but it's fine. I'm pretty happy with this new harvester for sure. Allows us to get the work done very quickly, which means more work can be done every single episode, which is nice. Now, the one thing I didn't think about was the fact that I've got to put these soybeans in the bin. We got 134,000 liters of soybeans. And I kind of parked my freaking trailer right in the way. So I might have to jump in the fence, move the forage wagon out of the way. Do that real quick. We're going to be using it to pick up the grass anyway. Gotta do that real quick. Alright. Oops. Wrong button. Let's get this thing hooked up to the forage wagon. Because we grabbed the long pipe on that thing, it's got to be so far away from the trigger, it's kind of crazy. Park that there for the moment. Almost forgot. Don't want to put it in the wrong bin. There we go. Beautiful. All right, let's pick up all of our grass again. all the grass is picked up again. All we got to do is fertilize now, but I'm going to do that off screen so you guys don't have to watch it. This episode's gone on long enough. I do appreciate everybody hanging out with me. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Let me know if you guys got any more suggestions before the end of this series, because we're rapidly approaching it. Now we're kind of in the end game. I do want to do some building of like sheds and stuff like that for the farm. But as far as that, I mean, really the only thing left that we got to do is buy up the land to finish our grass field right here, as well as finish the soybean field like we said we were going to. But other than that, I think we're going to be just about done with this series. It's crazy how quickly this series has gone compared to my last series. Just goes to show how tough that last one was to start out with. Let's go ahead and fill up on our silage additive. Beautiful. There we go. We'll just pull this out of the way. But thank you guys so much. I mean, look at what we've accomplished so far. Like, we've got a gigantic dairy farm. We've got all of the grass that you guys see. We cut over 1 million liters, almost 2 million liters of grass every single, like every third month. We've got this beautiful new combine. We've got our massive soybean field that's only going to get a lot bigger before the end of this series. We've got our massive wheat field. Like, we've done a lot of good things. So if you guys are still enjoying the series, please let me know. And if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as always, I will see you in the next video.